Okay, I've been working some more with the Stubblefield coil, and I was inspired by Laser Saber's little miniature coil, and so I started building one, and it's not finished yet. I had to stop today, but it's running this little spinner here with the help of an additional little battery here. Now, I've shown in my other videos how you can add energy into one of these Stubblefield coils, and this is where it goes. This is the circuit for a Stubblefield coil right here, at least the way I have it. And you add the power right in here at these points. And don't put in too much, just half a volt or so is all it takes to make this thing work quite well. Now what I'm using here is the little mosquito light battery. That's just a piece of magnesium with copper wire wrapped around it. And let's see a little bit better there. Magnesium with copper wire, and it's put in right there, just soldered and then crimped on to add a little extra power to this thing. Now I'm using this booster coil here, and this thing is so weak it won't even run without the booster coil. But this is what it sounds like here. My little radio. And this is what the mosquito light does to the radio. That's a Jewel Thief circuit. By the way, I have Phyllis running this now. She's running this. Well, it's not here. Anyway, that's the little project I'm working on right now, is this tiny Stubblefield coil that Laser Saber showed in his last video. Go over to his website, Laser Saber, at YouTube, and take a look at his small Stubblefield coil. Now this is only 3 layers thick. I need to add about 4 or 5 or 6 more layers to really make this run. But this was what was interesting. Just add a little bit of power with a little battery right there in the circuit, and you can make this thing run. So at least with this little booster coil here. So anyway, I just want to share that with people. I'm working on a better rotor, but so far I am not having luck at all. Even this one here, as free as it spins, does not get the job done. And I don't know, this needle arrangement that we're using with the magnet seems to be about the best thing we've come up with. Laser Saber came up with this. It's a great idea. But I recommend you do make this adjustable up and down here. And underneath here is a pin to attract the magnet from the other side, so you almost levitate this rotor. And you have to get that just right. The distance between your coils has to be just right. Same thing with the reed switch. If the reed switch is too close to that rotor, there's too much attraction and it doesn't spin. So anyway, that's the latest with the Stubblefield miniature coil that Laser Saber showed. Thanks for watching.